Wizards of the Coast continues to surprise players with the announcement of the Vintage and Legacy Championship prizes being oversized reserve list cards. Wizards of the Coast seems to be hyper-focused on reserve list cards right now. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thank you for hanging out with me on the channel today. And a big thank you to everyone who's been subscribing to the channel. Only 194 subscribers away from hitting 13,000, guys. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers, all the amazing regular viewers who tune in each and every day, and of course, my patrons, my YouTube membership members. Thank you, everyone. What an epic journey it is to share with you guys each and every day. It's amazing. When I first heard that Wizards of the Coast was printing oversized reserve list cards, as prizes for their Vintage and Legacy Championships, I took a look at the cards and the artwork. I suggest you do the same. They are amazing. They're beautiful cards to look at. I mean, they really are something, and they're one of a kind because they're regional to each winner. So you get different artwork wherever you are and different cards. It's pretty unique stuff. And when you look at it on the surface, it really does hit home as an amazing prize to somebody who wins a championship like that. Like, I gotta say, wow, I was blown away. And being oversized, they'll be great to display. I hope they come framed and stuff. I wonder if they do. It's just one of those things that, to me, seems to hit perfectly where you want it to, which is dead center in the hearts of players. Wizards is reminding us about how amazing and epic this game is over its lifetime, but also how expensive these cards are. Because they chose not to give us a Death Lace, right? They didn't give us a Pure Lace, Chaos Lace. No. They didn't give us, Gaia's Liege. No. They didn't give us a Rock Hydra. No. They gave us epic, eternal cards that players really can put a face and a name to. You say Ancestral Recall, people know what you're talking about. You say Time Walk, Amy Weber, people know what you're talking about. I cannot recall in recent history talking this much about reserve list or Power 9 cards coming from Wizards of the Coast. It seems years between them actually talking about it, other than them saying we are not reprinting reserve list cards. That's usually the standard line. Now, when you look at those oversized, beautiful prizes, and now you look ahead and you see that we have the 30th anniversary packs coming up for sale, it seems like there is a very big spotlight shining down on old school Magic for the 30th anniversary celebration of Magic the Gathering. That would make sense. Wizards wants to celebrate the legacy of the game that's been created. This game isn't new. It's not a 5-year-old TCG. It's 30 years. We have grown up with this game, some of us who have been here since the beginning, and new players get found each and every day. And Wizards wants everyone to remember that the game has been here for a very long time. They want you, the player, to remember that the value and the longevity of this game aren't going anywhere. It's a great message. It really rings home when you think about what they're trying to get across to you. Not every player is going to believe it, but it is a great message and it's excellent marketing. It's cross-promotional because you have the players who get these cool prizes for winning, and there'll be amazing things to hold up and show everyone, and great. I mean, what an amazing experience that would be if you won. I can just only imagine. But at the same time, it is also saying, hey, look at this Time Walk, look at this Ancestral Recall, and we're selling 30th anniversary packs where, it's going to be the old school artwork, but in their proxies, but you could get them too. You can get them too. As a company, that's how they have to think. Their marketing team is very good, but, they are a company that has to make profit, and that's the way they're going to go. It'll probably anger some players, me even saying that, but it's just the way I see it. It's the cynical side of me looking at this and looking down on it, saying, I can see what they're doing. Now, for those players who might be going to Vegas 30, that's going to be an experience you're going to enjoy. You're just going to have great memories. The players who win that championship, great memories. But for the new players who have just recently heard about old cards like this, it draws a whole new set of eyes to the game. When you have guys like Post Malone playing, and bringing more spotlight to it. Other eyes get brought on, even if it's only a couple. Some people have very deep pockets, and we'll get into this game. And we've talked before that with Wizards and their legacy of how great they want this game to be in the years to come. And trust me, I do think they will rebound from this. I've told you guys, they're going to pivot, they're going to re-step, they're going to crack a few ice cubes, drop a few eggs to make that omelet. They may backpedal and backstep and sidestep and do a twist, but they will try to find a way out of it going forward that players will find acceptable. Because right now, we've all pulled our toes out of the fire and we're standing on the sidelines. But going forward, with all the firepower that Wizards of the Coast can bring to bear if they want to, people don't know how crazy it could get if Wizards really wants to get there. We have Standard, right? We have Pioneer. Okay, we got Brawl, we got Commander. Players all recognize those formats, right? But what happens if we go Modern Horizons, we go past that? What about Legacy? What about Vintage? I've talked about this before on the channel. Nothing stops Wizards of the Coast from inventing new formats with hyper-powerful cards that go beyond what we know today. And they just slap a very expensive price tag on it, and they basically reinvent the wheel into an older format for players who can afford the super deep pockets. Remember that. Nothing stops them from doing it, and it's not breaking any rules, and they can reprint it as much as they want. It's very interesting to see how the game will evolve over time. But to think that it's going to stagnate or stay a certain way is a falsity. You shouldn't be thinking that way. Wizards will keep re-evolving the wheel and saying, nope, it's going to go this way now. It's going to go left. It's going to go right. They're going to keep changing things up because they've got to find a way to get around the price barriers. They've got to find a way to get more money in. And as long as you're aware of it, you really shouldn't be too upset. If you know what they're doing, you don't have to play their game, which is what a lot of players are choosing not to do right now. They are not playing the Wizards dancing game. Either are the LGSs, either are the distributors. And Wizards is now trying to figure out a way to go around that. And they have a lot of options open to them. Options that will seem very attractive to certain players who have been around the game a long time, if they choose to go that route. But just to end things off, guys, when I saw how amazing those cards were, they are just epic. And it reminded me of playing back in the day. And I love it. And when I hear people talking about old school Magic, I can't help but get excited. And with Brothers War coming up, it reminds me of Antiquities. These are moments in time, good or bad, that we are going to remember. We are going to remember them as parts of our lives going forward for those of us who really enjoy the game. There are high moments and there are low moments. When I saw those prizes, I consider that a high moment, regardless of what Wizards of the Coast may be thinking or trying to scheme or market in there. I'm looking at those as just pieces of amazing artwork that are reserve list cards, oversized, never be played, but just pieces that people could display, be proud of, and bring back memories of me playing back in the day. I consider that a high moment, a really high moment. I'm glad I got to see them, and thank you for sending that to me. That was amazing. You know who you are out there. I really appreciate it. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else thinks about the oversized cards, as well as how they're planning things out, maybe for Vegas 30. Let me know, guys, and I can't wait, if you guys get the chance when you get back from that stuff to send me some photos. What an epic time it's going to be. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Really looking forward to reading your comments, and of course, checking you out tomorrow in another video. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. Hey guys, a big shout out to the fantastic patrons on this channel who support me each and every day. Without you patrons being here, we wouldn't exist. Thanks again. Well, hello, happy 3%ers, and welcome to the end credit of the video. Thanks for chilling with me today. It's kind of interesting, right? Wizards is doing this to remind you how valuable the cards are. They're trying to drive home that this is an expensive game, and that you should all be accepting of it. That's my little tinfoil hat theory at the end. This is, they got something in mind, guys. It's just my mind keeps brewing this up and going, that's what I would do if I was a heartless person. Now, this is a Scourge pack. Scourge. Scourge. And guess what? It's going in the 20K bin. Because you guys deserve it, man. We've been here. We've been through this. The channel's been growing. And there might be a few more 3%ers out there. And if you make it this far in the video, you know I want to see a boomstick in the comment section because we're getting closer to Halloween. And yes, I'm still watching Army of Darkness. I'm still chilling out and enjoying every minute of it. Yep. That's crazy. Do you know what my private goal is? The private goal is to get to 15,500 for my own personal reasons. 15,500 is where I want to be. That's my personal goal. I want to get to 20, but 15,500 is my private goal. As soon as we get to 13K, we're going to start going into the 12. Like, we're going to be getting up to 14. We're working our way down. It's crazy. Crazy. So exciting. I wish I could thank people. Everyone gets a big hug, It's those moments. Anyway, I got to make some dinner, make some food. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys take a look at that link because that stuff is beautiful artwork. Crazy stuff. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out. MTG Moxman, Nachos Live, and I want to see that boomstick. And clean up the popcorn.